Download the BCSN Plus app today. Visit bcsnnation.com for details. Baseball with Bruce is brought to you by State Farm agent Julie Spann Johnson. Covering your bases and protecting your future. Call Julie for all of your insurance needs.
Few things go together like baseball and Bruce Johnson. Bruce back in studio with us. Let's begin with your newsworthy items. Preston Ferris leading an 8-0 shutout for Perrysburg over Bowling Green. What made him so dominant for the Yellow Jackets?
He just had total command of his pitches, shut down Bowling Green in an 8-0 shutout. His ERA this late in the season still remains at 0.00. And I tell you what, when you couple him with Tyler Palmer, Dave Hall in his 40th season has two quality pitchers, and keep an eye on this Perrysburg team.
And moving over to Lake, Jay Blazevich had a high pitch count, over 90 against Otsego. What made him so dominant on his end?
92 pitches he had that day. He only gave up one unearned run. Again, he had command. He got the defense behind him. And you know, Jay Blazevich is part of a tandem out there with Drew Tageblick. And if Lake continues on, they went to the state championship game last year, they could go a long way in this year's tournament.
And over at Napoleon, Trey Rubenstein, you had a front row seat. He was throwing straight heat.
He was throwing remarkably. The Kent State football commit went 9 innings of shutout baseball, kept his team in it, and the reason they went that long, the game was not decided to the 10th inning, where Napoleon came away with a 1-0 victory. His counterpart in that game, we'll get to in just a moment.
Rubenstein leading Napoleon in a win over a Southview team that is featured in your game of the week. What matchup are you eyeing?
I'll tell you what, Northview, Southview this Friday, the Battle of Sylvania. Two very good teams, two very well-coached teams. I think Aaron Tullis and his team, they're the only team in Northwest Ohio that's beaten both Anthony Wayne and Perrysburg. They can beat anybody. But I had Tim McCarthy's team in their 1-0 loss on Monday. They're solid, they're fundamental. They just have not been able to get that clutch hit. Watch out, Friday could be a remarkable game out in Sylvania.
Both teams sitting at 5-9 this season, but Southview has won each of the previous 3 matchups over Northview, the combined score being 20-5.
Yeah.
As for your top teams, most of them stayed consistent throughout the week, but which team gets your spotlight pick?
Number 3, the Ottawa Hills Green Bears. Chris Hardman in his 44th season has a remarkable pitching staff. I'll tell you what, with Gensman and Hennessy at the top, they can beat anybody, but the hitting is coming along. Jackson Snyder, Reddick and Rocco Pillarelli, Ian Densmore, Jay Breed. They hit throughout that lineup with that quality pitching. Ottawa Hills may be a smaller division team, but they can play against anybody.
Ottawa Hills a run differential of plus 112. The next best team in the conference, Emmanuel Christian, at only plus 10. Kind of tells you how dominant they are.
They have, and I'm the one that covered their only loss this season against Clay. I do have Ottawa Hills tomorrow against Whiteford. Coach Hardman, I'm rooting for you guys tomorrow.
All right, and as for your spotlight player, you said it, you teased it earlier, but who's the player that caught your eye throughout the last week?
Luke Hermiller from Sylvania Southview pitched 9 innings, was just dynamic on the mound, had total control, moved the ball, all 4 quadrants, up, in, down, out. He was great, and what's misleading, his record won't indicate how well he's pitched this year. But Luke, I want you to know, people are noticing, I notice, keep battling, young man.
And I want to go back to our top 10 real quick because Anthony Wayne and Perrysburg stayed firm at number 1 and 2. St. John's falling yet again. They started off your top 10 at the beginning of the season at number 1, but I raise you this. How much has Anthony Wayne and Perrysburg separated themselves as the best 2 teams in the area?
I think they right now are the best 2 teams, but I will tell you this, St. John's and St. Francis are right there as well. They get a quality pitching start, they can be dynamic as well. I tell you what, if you look through that top 10, not a lot separates 1 through 10. But Anthony Wayne and Perrysburg will settle it on the field next Monday and Tuesday.
That is going to be fun. Number 1 and number 2 facing off. Let's go to your alumni shout out. Who are you shouting out this week?
From Perrysburg, TJ Tackett's Bowling Green State University Falcons. TJ, people are noticing what you're doing. Keep it up. And I'll tell you this, they're right now the number 4 seed. They get in that MAC tournament. They just may win a MAC championship.
Bowling Green had the chance to clinch a spot in the MAC tournament. If they won 2 out of 3 over Toledo, didn't happen, so now we await to see its fate. Bruce Johnson joining us in studio every week to break down high school baseball in the area. Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you.